Hello everybody! In Dom 601, we're on Victory here. Here we are with the trailer for Season 3 of Cretaceous. I don't have that much to say, because it's just a trailer, we've already done this before, I'm going to sit down and watch it, and I'll probably speculate afterwards. However, I do know a few things. I know the Cretaceous is in the trailer, I know there's a baby Brachiosaurus, the E750 and a Dimorphodon. I know those four dinosaurs are in the trailer.
Thanks, Swerve.
Okay, so here we are with the trailer. Let's just stop the talking and let's just go.
Goodbye, Jurassic World.
Wait. Oh. What? Well, I guess we can't get off the island then.
How is that not a disaster? Think, what haven't we tried yet?
There's gotta be a fix.
Fly. They can fly off the island by grabbing onto a Pteranodon.
We shouldn't be
A
here.
Molophosaurus?
What do we do now?
Did Kenji have a beard?
50.
This is log entry 230.
Woo?
The E750 project is extremely aggressive.
We found the lab Dr. Blue was using to make the Indominus Rex.
Okay, this is footage from season 2.
We can't wait any longer. We have to leave the island.
What? Oh, that was blue! Are they actually going to fly off the island? Ooh, I like how they have a little electric fence. Where's Bumpy?
Where'd it go? I don't see it.
Where in the 7 depths of hell is Bumpy? There we go, there's E750. May 21st. And yes, you sort of can see what videos I watch now. I don't know what to say. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through the whole trailer. Because I don't want this video to be outrageously long like how these videos normally end up being like. So instead, I'll just be highlighting certain parts. At first, I was confused when I started the trailer, because they were on a raft, and I was like, oh, are they showing the ending? But no. A wave comes along and crashes the raft, I presume, and they wash back to the island. Why? That is a very convenient wave. I highly doubt there would be a wave that big in real life to take out the raft. Unless, maybe there was like the wave there because the volcano on Isla Nublar is giving off tremors. Because I am aware in real life that volcanic tremors can cause tsunamis or big waves. So who knows, there actually might be a in-universe reason to this. Or who knows, it might just happen because, ooh, massive wave. But I guess it's fine because it furthers the story, I guess. And we finally get to see the old park. Because for those who saw me and Zane's thoughts on the first season of Cretaceous, I do believe one of my main criticisms was that we never got to see the old park. And now here we are. We see the visitor center. And we also get to see the Molophosaurus, which has been previously revealed in toy leaks. Were they leaks or were they were they actually released? I think they might have been actually released. But the key point is we know this is a Molophosaurus. Its first appearance in the franchise, and we already know its colors. There they are. And it seems like that we get a reappearance of Dr. Wu. Because this is obviously something that he pre-recorded back before Jurassic World fell. You can tell because the fridge is in the corner of the room, and the fact that he's even on screen. So yeah, this was obviously filmed in universe before Jurassic World fell. Now, I really want to pay close attention to the side of the screen, because there appears to be other numbers, like W60 something, N60 something, A05. And of course, the main antagonist of this season is E750. So, are these possible other hybrids that maybe failed or just haven't appeared yet? This is a very bad thing to pause on. Among Us! It seems like that Dr. Wu gets attacked by something, which we presume is the E750. So, maybe the reason that the E750 was frozen was because it was too aggressive, and Dr. Wu said, this thing is too aggressive, let's freeze it. And the only reason that he believes that it's too aggressive is because it actually attacked him. Because, you know, Dr. Wu doesn't care about stuff if it's not happening to him. So, of course, as soon as a creation attacks him, he'll single out that individual creation and shun that one. So, I guess that explains why it's frozen and the Indominus Rex wasn't. Now, here we see something attacking a jeep or a car or some kind of vehicle. And in the next shot, if you just give me a little second, you can tell by the face and the blue stripe that that is blue. I like this, because in the previous seasons, Blue and the Raptor Squad did appear, but they didn't do anything. The closest thing we got was in the second episode where they were a threat, but they didn't really influence the story. And yet, here's Blue, attacking the kids! So, this is something that's going to happen, and unlike the trailer for Season 2 and 1, I can't really piece together any story about this. It really seems to just be all the kids are trying to escape the island, and the E750 escapes. That's all! Now here's a segment that I'd really like to talk about, which is the camper's base. Because they clearly put electrified fences around their base to keep out the E750 or other carnivores. But my question is, why do they even need it? They have Bumpy. And you know that Bumpy would presumably be around here because Ben's there, as we see in a different shot. So, is Bumpy dead? Did the E750 kill Bumpy? Like, that might happen because they could do that to really influence the story and to really give personal stakes to the E750 and really show how strong it is. Or maybe Bumpy just isn't here, maybe she's gone off to somewhere. Maybe Bumpy just ran away and joined the Avancardosaurs. Or maybe she was killed by the E750. Or who knows? Who knows? She might actually be inside of the electrical fence, but maybe she previously fought the E750, so now she's inside of the electrical fences, being protected. Now here we have the E750, which is clearly very Indoraptor-esque, because from what I can tell, it's definitely meant to be like some kind of a leeway between the Indoraptor and the Indominus. Now here it is. It has a foot nearly identical to the Indoraptor, and you can see it's just brushed up against the fence. And if you just hold on a second... and then you can see its face. Can I just say, I love this thing's eye. It looks alive, it looks intelligent. And I also really like the little quills or spikes on the back of its head. Because of course the Indoraptor had quills on the back of its head. Did it? Yeah, the Indoraptor had quills, the Indominus had spikes. So here we have long spikes. Which is the midpoint between quills and short spikes. There's not really that much to say, it's just obvious that this is meant to be some kind of like a leeway between the two. And I also really like the small attention to detail, where the E750 has a protective lens over its eyes. Because the Indominus Rex had that, and I'm not sure that I don't think the Indoraptor had the protective lens that goes over its eyes. Because the protective lens that goes over its eyes is clearly shark inspired. Because in real life, I believe that they have a protective lens that goes over their eye, which makes their eyes more resistant during attacks, I believe. So, the hybrids have that same exact eyelid thing. And here it is using it. But I really like how they actually used it on the E750. Because the Indoraptor didn't. So that was the trailer for Camp Cretaceous Season 3. It looks interesting. It looks different from the other seasons. Because from what I can tell, that the trailer right there seems to be more horror based. Well, particularly the ant bit, but everything before that scene is normal for Jurassic. But the first trailer was very whimsical and magical. Meanwhile, I don't really know how to describe the second season's trailer. However, it does seem to be that this next season might be more horror-based. And I don't have a clue how many mounts took place between this and Season 2. Because you can tell the characters have grown more because Kenji has facial hair. And this might be the final season. It might not. Because I do think, like a few months ago, Colin Trevorrow teased that there could be more seasons. And there might be, there might not. But my real question is, how would they get off the island? Because they can't use the raft because of the waves, they can't fly because they'll just plummet into the ocean, and they can't really call for help because the... Hold on a second. Can they call for help? Because in the last season, the help beacon sent out a message and it said message received. And to my memory, I don't believe the hunters picked up the message. So, did somebody else out there pick up the message? Are they sending a rescue team? And it's just taking them ages to get there? Well, I can't really blame them because if I was organising a team to go back to the island, I would take as many precautions as possible. I will say I am very intrigued by this, and I can't wait until I actually watch it. Because just like with the last season, I'm gonna record my watch through of it, and afterwards me and Zane are gonna talk about it. Oh god, that's gonna be horrible to do along with the DK commentaries. Yeah, I've got a busy few months ahead of me. Oh, you know, so fun fact here. Next week, today, it's gonna be my birthday. So, I'll take this as a early birthday present from Universal. So, on that sad note, thank you all so much for watching, and here has been Indom601, Roar to Victory! Ah!